So this movie stars Benicio del Toro as wealthy businessman Zsa Corda, who appoints his only daughter, a nun, played by Mia Thurpleton, as sole heir to his estate. So, as Corda and his daughter embark on a new enterprise, they soon become the target of scheming tycoons, foreign terrorists, and determined assassins. Even if you don't know all Wes Anderson's films like that, you could look at a random screenshot from any of his movies and know it was by him. Most of us go into these movies at this point knowing what to expect, both visually and tonally, so it's kind of like, how Wes Anderson are we getting here? And will the emotions connect like on a deeper level than kind of what we've been getting lately? Is the style enough to carry the film anymore? Like, are people kind of wanting more? Is it getting stale? That being said, when this movie started, I was hooked almost immediately. And it has a lot to do with the performances that we get here. Benicio does an absolutely fantastic job as Zsa. He's a man that's like very simple on the surface, but has more going on underneath, stuff that he doesn't even probably realize is happening, which is kind of what you got to do with Wes Anderson's kind of like straightforwardness. You got to bring layers to it. You got to be able to present layers. And Mia is equally brilliant as his daughter Liesl. I feel like both of them just had great chemistry together. Mia especially really balances this like self-assured yet youthfully lost character. I feel like it's such a genuine portrayal and so subtly done that you can just kind of like you see the emotions without her having to do too much. I wish they had more to work with in terms of the script, but they performed really well with the subtext. Now, we all know Wes Anderson is known for like reusing a lot of the same actors in his films, but I feel like most of the buzz in this movie is coming from first-timer Michael Cera, who plays Bjorn. If you listen to any early reviews, a lot of them were saying that Michael Cera was like the best part of this movie, and like we can't believe it's the first time they ever worked together. Sometimes that bothers me because I don't like people hyping shit up that I, haven't seen yet. But let me tell you right now, he was actually that good. He was that funny. Almost everybody in this movie has been in a Wes Anderson film, right? So when I tell you that Michael Cera's character and Michael Cera's performance feels like the most organically like fitting into the world of Wes Anderson character that I've seen in years, trust me, it's that good. Bjorn was such a freaking scene stealer to the point where I'm actually gonna repeat what everyone's saying. Like, I cannot believe it took this long to get Michael Cera in a Wes Anderson film. But it's not just him. This movie is full of standout performances. We have Tom Hanks and Bryan Cranston, and they are absolutely hilarious in this film as well. It's kind of like another one of those no-brainers, like how has it taken this long for them to work together in this kind of role? It's also great to see Jeffrey Wright. I'm not gonna lie, I will give any movie with Jeffrey Wright a bonus star. Like, I freaking love that guy. And this dude just knows how to be in a Wes Anderson film. Like, I legit walk up to people in the street and show them that Asteroid City monologue.
Chapter 1. I walked to school 18 miles each morning, milked the goats, plucked the chickens, played hooky, caught fireflies, went skinny dipping in the watering hole, said my prayers every night, and got whipped with a maple switch twice a week. That was life.
I am sad to say, though, not every single actor in this film gets used properly. For example, Scarlett Johansson is in this movie, and quite literally, the moment she disappears off screen, I forgot she was in the movie until she popped back up. She really just felt like she was just thrown in. I feel like that does speak to what people are talking about when they say this movie feels overcrowded. But we're going to talk about that in one sec, because first I need to talk about these visuals. I think aesthetically, this is one of his best films, and I'll take that to the grave. This film felt a lot more like street photography. The thing that I love about street photography is how everything looks so intentional in the frame, but you know it's not, because it's just organically happening and someone just captured that moment. And that's a lot of the vibes I get from this film, and it feels a lot less staged. And for a Wes Anderson film, like, you got to understand that's crazy. Now, I will be honest, it did at times feel like we were just going through the motions, but I don't really see that as big of a problem as like most people do, I guess. It's not like every movie coming out is like a Wes Anderson style movie. Like, he's the only person making these, you know what I mean? So for people to be like, it's getting old, like, what else are you watching that this is getting old now? You know what I mean? If we get one Asteroid City or one Phoenician scheme every couple of years, like, I don't understand how that feels old. But I do get wanting to see Wes Anderson really push himself and like really give us something new from his style and from his creativity. But I enjoyed everything I was looking at, so the movie never really lost me, but it did lose itself. I feel like the idea of having this like main character of this businessman going through his existential crisis was a great idea to get us going in this film. But I have to agree with what everyone's saying, is that the movie, as it continues, just kind of starts to lose its way. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it was fun to see all these new people get introduced, but it did come at the cost of the main storyline. And I feel like there's moments when the film like recognizes this is happening and tries to like double back, but everything's moving so fast that by the time it's like you look back, it's too late. We're already moving forward. Wes Anderson had a gift for really giving us these complicated, sometimes broken families, and then just delivering an emotional gut punch that leaves you floored like right at the climax of the film. And so like with this movie, you have this classic like, I focus too much on my work and I shut everyone out. And I feel like they just didn't dedicate enough time so that when they try to deliver that gut punch. It's more of like a gut tap, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't necessarily hit as hard as it could have, and I just didn't get that huge like emotional response that I think they were looking for. Listen, I don't know what happened, that maybe I feel like my expectations were super low or something, but I really enjoyed this film. I think if you're a fan of Wes Anderson and you skip on this one, you're definitely gonna miss out. Just Michael Cera alone in this film is worth seeing. But yeah, like I said, it's not like everyone's making movies like this. Like, Wes Anderson's kind of the only one that can. So whenever we get one of these movies, I think it's worth seeing. Even if it's not him pushing himself, it's still a really well-made film that stands out amongst everything else you'll see. This movie kind of made me want to go back and watch all his other films, so maybe I'll do like a ranking video soon. But yeah, let me know what you thought down below. If you enjoyed the review, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.